Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. What's the chance I find it straight away? Straight away. So 300 of them there. We just got the cut through. We fully broke through. Just need to refine now. Just need to get a little bit. Just want to get off the marks of the pen so I can follow the actual line. Just gonna use this. It's like a 400 grit sanding. Let's put it on here. Just be a bit loud and wobbly for a moment. Just so I can see the form like uninterrupted. Now I can come and just make all of this. I can sand it a little bit slower. Leave this crisscross. Probably no cut through. Yeah, there's probably no need. Yeah, I'll keep the strength because some fracturing, but they don't. It's well laminated. There's no issue there. Okay. Hey, Offie Rocker, welcome to the stream. I'm just using the point carver here to smooth out some of the bits. I'm just going to go back and hit some more of the these ones just to get them to a similar state as this. So as you can see, this one's been fully cut through. This one not so much. So I'll just commit to going a little bit further on that. I think I want to get rid of my lines now just because very cool watching this. Yeah, thanks, bro. Yeah, just so you can see the different the ways. So I'm just hand piece, not a Dremel, and then going on to here. But I go with the hand piece at full speed, and then drop that down also to a slow speed as well for some of the sanding. So just made some progress on this fish hook, and I'm just going to get these ones up to the similar process. Do you mark both sides of the stone? I actually draw on one side. I can show you. Maybe nearly an hour? At 4 o'clock? Okay. Okay, well you can leave her up here with me. Yeah, it's up to you. So, sorry? Yeah, all good. So I mark one side of the stone, and I actually, like, see these, they have quite different sides, so they have a front and a back. You see how they have like a bit of flow. So I mark one side, and then I drill. So I can just show you right now what we do. So like this one here, you know, you don't need to stay, but if you have some time, I'll show you. Well, this is the process we go through. I can't see the chat when I'm carving, but I'll come up and keep looking at the chat, okay? But what we do is I'm going to start with a bull burr. I know approximately where I'm going to be, so I've already sort of designed and drawn and thought out, and I don't ever do the kuru right in the middle. I always do the kuru at 1/3 point. So if you look at this, it's actually just over the halfway mark on one side. So I go. Okay, boom, and then I got my rule of thirds. Yeah, bro, exactly. So I got my hole through, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag out some of my arrows here, but I'm actually going to drag this section. I'm not going to drag into this section, because this section here is where my tip of my kuru is. So I'm dragging out this area here. So I'm just going to change to my other handpiece, because I got a different collet size. One's 3 mil, one's 2.34 mil. So I'm going to go to this spur, which is kind of like a flame. And on both, I just do that. So not perfectly, but I'm just trying to start to get my my form. You see now, yeah, bro. And then I'm going to use a barrel. So you can use different size cylinders. I used to use a little bit of a wider cylinder, but I've currently been using this cylinder. So coming up from the barb of the hook here. Okay, so this is quite a thin pendant, so I don't need to go this far. The double line is not my cut through, it's the negative space and then the arris. Okay, so I can come to the other side now, and you can use your finger, for example, but I just kind of use my intuition, my memory of like looking on this side. You could come and draw it, Maddie does, but I don't draw as much. I just go like, okay, so you can mark like this if you need. And then like just imagine the kuruoni on both sides. Yeah. Now I can see. Oh, it's pretty close. Pretty close. Like a boss chibata. So go here, boom, boom. Okay, there we go. Now I can see which one I'm more heavy-handed on. Oh, it's actually pretty good. And I just, so I can tell here I pulled down a little bit more so I can come in here. I'll just correct. You can go like this, you wobble side to side, you can see where you're at. Okay, so I need to pull this way. And now you're just going to use the front of the burr to push this side down. Okay, I don't want to push too hard now because this pendant's so thin that I will just burst through. I don't actually want to burst through right now, but I can, yeah, I can nearly see through with the light. So I just push this down. If I go through now, it'll be a bit early. I want to get my my form a little bit better first, and it will also put less strain on the stone. Because as soon as you release it, it puts strain on the stone because it's all holding itself. But this is where we're at right now. You can see I pushed that down too. Hold on, I just need to see. My screen's damaged. I just need to see your comment. No hesitation. We'll just check 3 times by looking both sides of the pounamu piece and then dive on in. Wicked, mate. Yeah, bro. Well, I mean, today I'm gonna, I've got quite a few that I need to work through. And it's just about understanding and committing, because like this is a different version of kuru, and I did this one when I started the stream, which is 41 minutes ago. So I've already done that. I've already cut through that to start. I've already cut through that one, and I've done that line, and I've done the one that you're looking at, so within 41 minutes. But yeah, so that gives you a little bit of an idea, but we can see that we're just starting to get the light coming through, and what I want to do now is get rid of my lines, because I don't need my lines, and I can work back from this kuru and get it looking good, because it's not actually about where the line is, it's about how the carving looks. If you get too caught up on your lines, you're not looking at the whole piece. You want to be looking at the carving. The carving itself is the final result, not the line on the stone. So the line on the stone is merely just a mark for me to go and reference to, and then what I actually need to do is reference the actual stone itself. The line becomes irrelevant. So like I should probably just take the line off this one and this one and this one right now, just so I'm just looking at the piece rather than the lines. The lines were just to get to that stage. And they might not be completely right. They're just a one-time pull with the vivid anyway. They're just like a little bit of a show. So this will be loud for 1 second. All I'm going to do is sand off some lines. You can see here on a low speed. But I can also turn this all the way up really fast, and I can drop it down really slow. So I got complete speed control here. Okay, got rid of that line. If you're in the stream for the first time, you haven't seen our channel, check it out. It's a small channel. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like, a sub. Would really appreciate it at this stage of the channel growth. And at 197 subs, I can put my pendants on the page available as well, so I'm very excited by that. But we're just here in Wanganui, New Zealand, carving pounamu every single day. Although I have the weekends off, you can have a break. But in the weekends I like to do other creative stuff, like work in do painting, work in the wool sheds, doing different creative building structures, building mezzanines, just like seeing what the other artists are up to. Okay, I might rub this one off as well. Don't need this one. Okay, so we had that rubbed off. I get you. They're good for initial blocking out, but can distract you in the carving stages. Yeah, bro, exactly. So the lines will become a distraction at a certain point. And what we're actually doing is we're looking at the form of the stone, because what has happened is actually become a tiny bit different to the things. I'm a full-time lapidary artist in Australia. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we're kind of, I mean, I feel like it's a little bit of the issue sometimes people get to. They try and carve with lapidary tools and machines, and what I'm doing is I'm doing full stone carving, and I don't like to use flat laps. I use cylindrical wheels for stock removal. Flat laps have their place. They are awesome. They are great. I don't need them in my process, but okay. So let's just carry on with this now that we have the lines taken off, and we can yeah, we can start to see the form. I'm gonna refine around the kuru and then pull that, and then I also just gotta go check a chicken that's in the oven, because I'm multitasking as you do. But let's just kind of get through this. I'm gonna use a flame burr. Oh wait, not that one. This one here. See how it's shaped like a flame? They were very similar. This one here, it's got a flat back. This one's more like a flame, so I like this one. This is a flame. Change this. The stone that I'm using is a little bit fracturey, so yeah, gotta be careful. Very soft and subtle, just trying to get the meeting up of those 2 points. Also, Ofiroka, if you are still in here, if you could please just give me a heads up on the quality of the video and the stream, because I am on Wi-Fi, and I've never been able to watch it myself. So just wondering if what you're seeing is coming through at good definition, and if you can, if it's cutting out at all, just throw a comment in if you can. I'm going to continue. So I've just got this guy. It's all good. Okay, awesome. Thank you for that. So what I'm going to use now is this one. I'm actually, normally I do this at a full speed, but because this is quite a thin stone, and it's also the lamination in the stone, it's gem grade, but it can delaminate quite easily with stress and pressure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the speed, and I'm just going to break through. And while I'm breaking through, I'm going to sort of sort my line as well simultaneously. So we go here. So we do everything at full speed, and then I do it at a reduced speed as well. But I'm just going to reduce the speed quite a lot. Maybe I'll up it a bit. We'll just see how we go here. So this one is a, see that shape? It's so it doesn't spread the lines as much. So I just go down. If I did that at a full speed, I think I would have just ruined that area. I gotta be really careful. Note how we just started reducing the pressure, and I'm starting to see the breakthrough, but I'm not pushing hard for it. I want to let it come through real slowly. We're so close. I can see the light starting to change. Also, the sound starts to change. It's just starting to break through. And when we break through, I don't want to focus on that area because that area is the furthest through. I want to do the other areas to make sure. And this line needs to pull out a little bit. I can pull it a little bit. Watch my tip. Yep. Here we go. I don't know if you can see, but we're getting this whole color change happening as the things coming through. How do those micro motors go over long periods of time? Do they heat up much? They only heat up if you are using 3mm burrs that are like quite heavy and you're really heavy handed. If I'm using the 2.34mm burrs and I am not it's getting a little bit warm, but it's when you put the things like this on them that it puts a lot of strain onto those things. I mean, for the amount of carving that I do, I predominantly use the smaller burrs, and then I'll move over. If I want to do heavy stuff, I'll actually work with these things on here. So it's kind of like I'll always get, enough out of this as a handpiece. I would have been through at least 10 of these though, maybe, in my time carving. You can rebuild them if you're smart, but you also need to rebuy them. I've used Minotaurs, Fordham handpieces, micromotors. At the moment I have a Fordham because it has more low-end torque. This machine can go higher RPM but has like less low-end torque. So they all have their pros and their cons. If you want me to go deeper on that, I can go deeper on that at another time. Maybe I can make a video about that. Patience is absolutely key. Here, I'm assuming, yeah, so I've carved fast to get to this point, right? I've pushed to that point, but this final bit, this final breakthrough is you do have to be patient for, because if you just push real hard here and we're working to a millimeter, we want to try and get this, you know, clock to the millimeter with these 2 points like this. As soon as you push hard, one will just like that, and then you'd obstruct your form really hard. So yeah, I push real hard to get to you know, about this stage, and then I reduce my pressure for the push through. Seems like an awesome what tool. You have these. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, a tool machine. Seems like an awesome tool. You have these. Yeah, I mean, I have a pneumatic handpiece. I have you know, this one here, which is the micro motor strong drill, which is just the Chinese brand. And then I also have, yeah, like I said, the Fordham. I have a body of a Minotaur, but I've broken so many of the Minotaur's handpieces, and it's a Japanese one. And I'm talking like I've made like eight to 10,000 pieces of jewelry. So if you're hobbyist carving, I wouldn't worry too much about what I'm talking about, because this is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of use. It's more about, like, you see, I can put this here, but once you start to put it right in, you know, if you're hollowing cavities, it's putting water in here, and we don't want to be putting water in here. It depends on how you carve too. I know people that have only had one their whole life. Awesome, thanks for sharing the knowledge. Not a problem, my bro. I'm happy to share. That's why we have the channel, and I'm happy that you guys are keen to watch. So I can tell which side just by the light change, that I'm deeper here than I am here. I can tell by the form, but I can also tell by the way that I see the light. So with that reduced pressure and this shape burr, I can just... And we're so close to coming through. Like, give me 2 minutes, we'll be through. So we're getting there. So I prefer to use this slow and use a little bit more pressure at this stage as well, so I don't break off my tip. What did I say? 2 minutes? We're probably coming up at the minute mark. Hear it change sound? Okay, and we're through. And I'll fix my tendril taper and all that. Chicken in the oven, yeah, bro. I gotta go. I actually do have to go now. Thank you, brother. I so I managed to get through, and the tendril taper will be fixed in the next stage of sanding. So you can see where I went a little bit, deeper in some ways. This line will come out a little bit. This line, so it'll match this line here, and it'll blend to that line there. So as long as your tendrils, this can start small. It can blow out here fast, but then that has to match all the way down to here, and then you can come back in like this here. So it goes small to even back down, and then we're trying to do that on the other side. So yeah, guys, great to see you work. Will work. Thanks, bro. I'm gonna be doing lots of lives. Jump on, jump in anytime. I'm gonna go now, have some lunch, and we'll be here in the afternoon carving. Gonna do some more fish hooks. Let's see what we've done. It's been 61 minutes. Managed to map out this guy. Managed to do this one, full demo. Managed to get to this stage here on this one. Managed to get to this stage here too. And a one side on there. So all in 61 minutes and 24 seconds. So to give you an idea, I had already obviously roughed around the profiles of all of this work as well. And we have a variety of pounamu. I thought of doing, I was going to do 4, but Ofiroka came in, did the 5th one anyway, just to show. So thank you for watching. Give us a thumbs up. If you haven't been following the page already, we are a small channel on our way to just over 300 subs. Hoping to get there so I can show you more carving, more creativity, and I can take you to some more of the jade locations around the world. So yeah, thank you so much. Cheers off your rocker. Thank you so much. I learned heaps in this live. Awesome, bro, and awesome mahi. Cheers, Koro Swan. Cheers off your rocker, and anyone else that is here. Robert, awesome. Love to see. And yeah, we'll see you soon. See you next time. Here we are. Just give you a little bit of a show. Got Pacha chilling down there. Beautiful day outside. Maddie on the bench. Got the stingrays. Peka Peka. All of these available in our shop if you have any interest. My little area, some of my works in progress. Back to the station where we've been at. The station needs to be set up properly. All the tools. But yo, it's awesome to see you all. Until next time, here's me. Until next time, we'll catch you soon. How do I leave this stuff? We got it. Peace out.